Conscious, conscious, conscious. Welcome to another beautiful Wednesday with the comedians of Duval County. Myself and Queen B, we are here to bring you what we deem to be stuff that will help you get to your higher self, because it's helping us get to our higher self. I wish I had somebody. I got somebody. We are going to let you listen to this Tyler Perry speech on the BET Awards, because I was blown away. I learned some new stuff. I was conditioned not to listen to Tyler Perry because he wore a dress. Yes. I'm going to be honest and upfront right now. Because he wore a dress all the time, I quit listening to him. And the media and the people said, man, if he make another movie with a dress on, if he don't quit making movies with the dress on. So I quit watching him, really. And I was like, I'm going to put this out there, too, because now I can go out to Tyler. After this speech, I can go out to Tyler Perry's movie studios in Atlanta. Yes, my little silly self say, I ain't going out there because they're going to be trying to get me to do things men ain't supposed to do. Wow. I was conditioned, Queen B. I'm telling you, I was conditioned. And if they didn't come and show this speech, if they didn't allow us to see this part of him, I'm starting to see some parts of some people that I never saw, but they already conditioned me a certain way to where I got a fence up and a wall up that will keep me away. And I want you to know something. Love is the highest frequency. I lately been getting into, I don't care what people do and this and that. I'm not going to judge people. I'm going to love people, because love is the highest frequency. And the more I start doing that on my own, these individuals start coming forth and saying different things that I wouldn't even expect out of them. Even Eric Thomas. I thought Eric Thomas was strictly going after that money. He was going for the elite. And that's what I thought. Did you think that too? I did. And then now, did you listen to that speech we just listened to about his son, not knowing who he is, not researching Africa, researching X, researching this? You see what I'm saying? When you operate in love, the universe gonna show you love. So we're going to start this show off, and we're going to let you listen to this Tyler Perry speech at the BET Award.
When she played cars on Friday nights with a bunch of women. Now, these women didn't have more than a 12th grade education, but they were smart black women. They were powerful black women. They had great stories to tell. And I was a 5-year-old kid sitting there on the floor playing with my Matchbox cars, listening to them talk about their men, their relationships, and their pains. And when one of them would get really sad, another woman would come in and make a joke, and they'd all start laughing. I didn't know I was in a master class for my life. I would get home, and my father would be beating my mother and doing all kinds of things and saying all kinds of stuff to her, and he would leave the room, and I'd walk in and I'd imitate one of those women, and she would start laughing. There was a power in that I didn't really get until I got older. I remember being about 11, 12 years old on my way to my new school, and I got to this intersection. I had to walk past pimps, prostitutes, literally walk through a graveyard, get to this intersection, 6-lane intersection. There was a man standing there saying, will someone help me cross? Will someone help me cross? And there were all these people that kept passing by him and passing by him. I said, I'll help you cross. So he told me he was going to my school and he was going to sell candy there. That's how he made his living. So I helped him cross the street to get there. We became good friends. His name was Mr. Butler. That moment reminded me of my mother, bringing her out of pain into laughter to help her cross. My first 10 movies were all about her subconsciously, wanting her to know that she was worthy, wanting black women to know you're worthy, you're special, you're powerful, you're amazing. All of that was about helping her cross. When I started hiring people like Taraji and Viola Davis and Idris Elba, they couldn't get jobs in this town, but God blessed me to be in a position to be able to hire them. I was trying to help somebody cross. When I built my studio, I built it in a neighborhood that is one of the poorest black neighborhoods in Atlanta, so the young black kids can see that a black man did that and they can do it too. I was trying to help somebody cross. The studio was once a Confederate Army base, and I want you to hear this, which meant that there was Confederate soldiers on that base plotting and planning on how to keep 3.9 million Negroes enslaved. Now that land is owned by one Negro. It's all about trying to help somebody cross. While everybody was fighting for a seat at the table, talking about Oscar so white, I said, y'all go ahead and do that. But while you fighting for a seat at the table, I'll be down in Atlanta building my own. Because what I know for sure is that if I could just build this table, God would prepare it for me in the presence of my enemies. Rather than being an icon, I want to be an inspiration. So thank you, BET, my new family. Thank you, everybody. I want you to hear this. Every dreamer in this room, there are people whose lives are tied into your dream. Own your stuff. Own your business. Own your way. God bless you. Thank you, BET. Thank you, Scott. I love you guys.
Now, ooh, that was so much fire. I want to tell you, the brother Caparel, the guard, Caparel shared that video with me in my message. And normally I don't watch stuff in my messenger because I know a lot of people sharing gloom, doom, and destruction. And right now I don't really want that type of energy in my vessel. So when I saw the video, I didn't watch it initially. Then something said, go back and look at that video Caparel sent you. And I went back and watched. I was just blown away. I had no idea Tyler Perry would say that type of stuff, would have that type of stuff happen in his life. And now that explains the wearing the dress. That explains all the sacrifice and doing all that he did. See, we don't understand people's story. And we won't even get to hear their story from them. We only get to know 1% of a person. You never will fully know a person. You barely get to know 1% of a person. So we have to be careful. We have to be real, real careful how we judge people, and they turn us against people, and they put up roadblocks. Just click on my profile. Uh-oh. Pull it down. Oops. Pull it down to reset. Okay. And so we have to be careful how we allow social media and different people to condition us. And Caparel and I both spoke about what we touched us most about this video. And for me, it was the whole explanation of seeing his mother getting beat and how the other women would make her laugh. So that's why he dressed up like one of the women he saw at the party and wanted to make his mother laugh. For me, it was the whole explanation of seeing his mother getting beat. Yeah. No, you all right, Queen Bee? Yeah, to me it was the explanation of watching the mother get beat. But Caparel said the thing that touched him the most was the last thing he said in the video. Some people's lives are tied up in your dream. Absolutely. That's why it is so important that you bring your visions to life, that you don't let them go to the graveyard and die. They were given to you for a reason, because you are the TV in somebody's life. I wish I had somebody that just came to me. It just came to me. You are the HDMI. Come on now. I didn't know Conscious Conversation was going to be preaching today. You are the Wi-Fi that will allow people to get on the intranet in their life. I wish I had somebody. Whoa! Let me tell you something. You are the program that they need on the computer. You are the app on their cell phone that they get the punch on. You are so important. Please, 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 please. I think that's James Brown. Please, please, please live your vision. Live your dreams. Don't let nobody stop you. As long as you're producing something positive and you're helping others move forward in this life, please continue your march. 1 foot in front of the other. That's what I tell myself. When they had me at Paris Island running all the miles that I know my body could run, but I wasn't going to quit. Many fell down and dropped alongside the road, but I wasn't going to quit. And I want you, just like you, I want you to have that spirit inside you to know that you are not a quitter. You are a winner. And that's why you even tuned in to this show. You feel me? Come on. I wish I had some. I'm going to pass this mic for the anointing.
This is fire! I love when them juices get to going. And I love the fact that you made sure you let them know who you were concerning Tyler Perry in the beginning. Who you were concerning your views on E.T. and different ones. See, it's something we got to understand. If we are true to ourselves, the trueness will flow out of us. If you are true to yourself, the trueness will flow out of you. When I listened to that message that Tyler Perry, first of all, we don't own the rights to that. We replayed it so that people can see our message today, where it's coming from. We want to go ahead and put that in there. We want to let you know that in T-Pause, we want to let you know out there in Facebook Live that your dreams do matter. Your dreams are connected to other people. And when you procrastinate, when you stop, when you sit, when you just don't get going with your dreams, you are hindering someone else. I know you think God gave me this dream and I can do what I want with it. Not so. Let's go back to the parable when it talks about the gifts. When all the different ones had different gifts, and some had the money, and some went and buried it. They ain't even made nothing out of the money they had. So when you get these different assignments or purposes that put on your life, take root and let it grow. Let it grow. Now, I want to talk about something that was so powerful in that message. The man was standing at the intersection, kept asking for someone to help him cross. He did not stop asking until he got what he was there for. Ooh. I'm going to say that again. The man was at the intersection and he was asking for someone to help him cross. See, he had a need to get to the other side of this 6-lane highway. He was not going to give up on what he needed because he said his business was he sold candy, and that's how he took care of himself. So he did not get to the intersection and say, because nobody was going to help me cross, I'm finna turn around and go back home. He stood there and kept saying, can somebody help me cross? Now what you got to understand is when Tyler got there, it was Tyler's purpose to help him across so that Tyler can help people across even now. He was a little boy at 12 years old when he helped a grown man cross a 6-lane highway to get to the other side to do his business. But it was his purpose to help him cross. See, everybody want to stand on the side and say, oh, not me, not me. You're right, not you. Because God is not going to use different people. He's going to use the person that has the purpose to help that person cross. Because that purpose of helping that man cross help us get crossed even to this day. When he sat and said that message, it was for all of us even now. All these years later. Ah, glory.
Come on.
See, you got to understand something. BET may stand for Black Entertainment Television, but it's also for business for black owners television.
Come on now.
We're going to do what we got. I'm going to pass this on to Tarisha because she like the fire just done hit her.
Oh,
boy.
Glory.
Yes.
Y'all got to understand.
Glory. Yes, honey, I understand. I understand.
Huh.
This is conscious conversation. I couldn't wait.
My God, my God.
I done rushed everybody out of my office. I got to listen. I'm trying to get the conscious conversations.
We don't fault the email. We don't fault the internet and everything else.
So
baby.
listen, oh my God. It's a miracle how things happen. I did, my mom tagged me into Tyler Perry's message, and I didn't get a chance to get to it. And then a few people sent it to me, and I ended up listening to it. And it brought me chills because, of course, I'm nowhere near, and I wouldn't even compare myself on Tyler Perry's level or mission.
I feel you.
But I can say I am him in my own space.
You better say that. Yes.
Right?
Yes, amen.
Because anybody that I have ever worked with could tell you that I have this definitive, even about myself, that I'm always helping people cross over.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And I never close myself off to assist other people to get to where they need to be.
Yes.
Now, the challenge and the pain comes in when the person is not very receptive.